It was the morning of January 17, 1977, in Utah State Prison. What was happening that morning was actually a rather unlucky incident. 36-year-old Gary Gilmore was set to be executed. He was the first person to be executed in the United States in a 10-year period. On that day, nobody thought that the last words of convicted murderer Gary Gilmore would be the groundbreaking slogan of a renowned apparel brand and lead the way to inspire not only thousands in the athletic community, but also millions of people who have little or no connection to sports. Nike, the brand that brought one of the most influential action phrases into public notice, itself does not see the phrase as simply a slogan, but more as a brand identity or philosophy. "We actually don't believe in slogans," says David Grazzo, VP of Global Brand Marketing at Nike. "Instead, what we've found to be the most effective is inviting people to join us in what we believe in and what we stand for. Everyone, including you and me, are not procrastinating or wasting time because we love it or we're bored. We spend our time idling because of fear, and the best advice for overcoming fear is the bland three-word sentence Nike turned into the most successful market slogan of all time. Just do it." Every action human beings ever take is driven by some kind of reason, whether it's money, happiness, peace, or satisfying your conscience. Your motivation may not always be obvious, but it's always there. If you hate every second of your workday, you're not unmotivated to change your job or begin your own startup, but you haven't, which means there's something holding you back. For some reason, it feels like you can't make the change. It's too hard. It requires too much effort. Or maybe you're afraid of failing. You would lose your monthly paycheck if you quit your job, and you would need a source of funding, at least at the early stages of your startup. So, thinking about your family, all the tough situations you might face, you don't even try because of sheer fear. But that's entirely different from not being motivated. And it's only a sign that it's time to dig into this feeling. The great scientist and mathematician Blaise Pascal once said, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." You're not bored. You're terrified of being alone with yourself in your own head. You will say, "I have a habit of scrolling through Facebook or watching YouTube videos for hours." The habit idling time. Procrastination. But if we look at the source of that habit, it's something else. Sometimes having a load of syllabus to study and being afraid that we might not be able to finish it or understand the content, we tend to be unproductive. The fear is the source of our habit, and if you take away the source, any habit will come to an end. But without knowing this truth, we let ourselves be vulnerable to fear, which solely rely on our attention. If we always ponder about it and pay more attention to it, it will grow from its original form of a white little puppy to a ferocious black wolf. The single most simple remedy to taming this growing black wolf is just doing it. The more and more we engage ourselves in just doing even little pieces of work, the less time we spend on thinking about our fears. Fear of failure. Fear of success, fear of looking stupid, fear of losing something or someone, fear of fear, whatever that may be. If you could wake up, you would realize that it is the same thing in different forms. Get rid of one, and the rest will be long gone. Your solution is part of a loop. When you start procrastinating, try to think of what you are afraid of right at that moment. What situation you want to avoid. Now, think of that undone work as little chunks of work. In your final stage, apply your slogan on the smallest chunk or simplest one. Yes, just do it. Little by little, when it gets done, that wolf will turn into a little puppy right in front of your very eyes. When time passes, the puppy will try to take a different form to grow back into the black wolf. But all you have to do is stick with this profound knowledge. One of the things that has helped a countless number of people in this world to not give up on their dreams and continue through harsh adversity, including myself, is Nike's annoyingly obvious slogan, "Just do it." Because besides being obvious, it is also universally and inescapably true. Just do it isn't an elegant solution. It's not dismissive or snobby. but empowering and humble. It's motivation. It's inspiration. And sooner or later, you start taking yourself seriously. You know when you need a break. You know when you need a rest. You know what to get worked up about and what to get rid of. And you know when it's time to start taking care of yourself, for yourself. To do something that makes you stronger, faster, more complete. Because you know it's never too late to have a life, and never too late to change one. Just do it. You have reached the end of this video, but have opened your doors to a world in which you are in control. Together, let's shape up our future. Thank you for watching.